can we talk about the rewriting process a little bit? Because that is such
That's a
a,
pain in the butt.
oh my God. But I also like, I found myself when I'm writing a lot of times, and this is the old versions of me is I would rewrite as I write because it was an excuse to
Hmm.
not continue. So you have the greatest first chapter or
Yeah.
the greatest first 20 pages ever,
Yeah.
but it's useless because you haven't finished it.
Actually, I'll meet you halfway on that one. There's actually
Okay.
could be a good trick, and it's actually Eric Roth, who's the big time
Sure.
screenwriter of Forrest Gump. So Eric Roth's technique, which I think is pretty effective, is that every day he rewrites from page one, but every day he adds to it. So let's say the first day he does the first scene, right? Is 3 pages or 10 pages. The next day he's going to rewrite page 10 and continue to page 15. The next day he's going to go page 1 to page 20. The next day is going to go to, but he's always starting from scratch so that by the time the
Yes.
script is done, he's rewritten it like 30 or 40 times, right? So I think that's a really good technique. It takes a little longer,
Uh,
but that's his technique, and you can't doubt that one,
But that's like samurai level writing. Like you're
Yeah,
talking about a master. You're talking about
yeah,
like to be a first time
yeah.
writer doing that. Like
Well, who
you,
says you cannot be a master right off the gate? We're talking, hey,
Carl, stop it.
Alex, we're talking about techniques here. We're not talking about talent, okay? Talent, you're right. Talent is that thing that you either have it or not, or you keep getting feedback, or you
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
good idea, a good story. That's fine. But we're talking about writing habits here. Anybody
Okay,
can do these habits, right?
you
Anybody can
can.
do the deadline. Anybody can do the rewriting
If they,
trick. There's another
but
one
if they
that Jerry
stick,
Seinfeld is known for, the break the chain. Have you heard of that one?
no, 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 I haven't. What's that one?
So this was to be Jerry Seinfeld's technique for making sure that he wrote jokes every single day. And so what he did is that he had his calendar, and every time he wrote, he would put a big X, right? And then the next day, an X, an X, and another X. And his job, when he looked at his calendar, was to not break the chain. Like he had to make sure he had an X every time, because if he didn't do it one day, he would break the chain. You would see this hole of the chain of X's. So that's a really great trick. Like you look at that chain, you go, oh my God, look at all those things in a row. I've been so productive. I don't want to break the chain. So you just keep doing it, you know?
It's
They're very, very powerful.
and the longer that chain is, the less you're gonna likely you are gonna break. You like I have my chain's going for five.
Exactly.
My chain's been going for 5 years, and it's just like it just keeps
There you
going and going.
go. There you
That's
go.
that's very powerful.
Yeah.
The Eric Roth one I love, and I think it's a
Yeah.
wonderful way of
You could
doing
do
it.
that. That's so simple.
You
Because
can't.
we're not talking about some people rewriting the same chapter one or first scene, right? And never writing anything new.
But
You
that's
still
what.
have to write something new,
But that's the
right?
thing. That's the
That's the
discipline.
thing.
That's the
Yeah.
discipline that I'm pointing out. Is like you have to have the discipline to keep going and
Right.
make sure it's that's why I was like I think it's a little bit more samurai in the sense of just the
Yeah.
discipline aspect of it. But in
Right.
theory, I think it's a fantastic technique. It's a
Yeah.
fantastic habit.
Yeah. I'm an
Um,
optimist. Everybody can be a samurai if they apply
yeah,
and practice.
I I agree. I agree. Maybe
Watch the chair.
maybe I'm a little too cynical. Maybe I got too much shrapnel. I got too much shrapnel in me,
You
my
live in
friend.
Burbank. That's
I
why.
listen. That's right. I'm in the midst of this. You're away from Hollywood right now. Like I'm in it. I'm very cynical. I just seen too much.
Yeah. I'm
But
breathing some fresh air. Yes.
yes, exactly.
Not the
You are
smog.
exactly. The stench of broken dreams are out here, sir, and I can't.
Yes.
No, but we're here to help. But we're here to help, and that's why I do the show. I want filmmakers to understand the realities of what the business is, but yet to continue to follow that dream. Because if we don't, what is the reason why we're here? I mean, if not, we could all be accountants somewhere making money, or we could all be a lawyer somewhere doing stuff. We're here. We're crazy. We have to understand we're all nuts just for even being here. This is a
True. Yeah.
crazy business. And
Absolutely.
and to try to make money in this business is even more insane. We're carnies. We're carnival folk,
Yeah.
essentially. So.
Yeah.